Hi guys, sorry, I know, last minute, here I am setting up and going live at the same time. What's new? I think I'm going to move this up a little bit, so hang with me, chill. This is going to be so much fun, and I'm totally stoked. This is my jam, you guys. Yes, it's UV, and I know, but I'm good. I'm safe, everything's cool. There is a good chance we're going to have some noise here with us today, because I did not tell my guys that I was doing this, so they're probably going to walk in and just be loud as people are normally in houses with families. Okay, so let's talk about what's going to happen here, or what I'm hoping is going to happen here. What I really want to happen here is I have done, where am I about to go through this, in the past, the bubble method. That's this right here. So you get this really cool dragon skin, kind of snake skin effect. Hi guys. Hi Anita, Jax. Thanks Anita. Hi Deborah. You guys are so cool with no notice. There they are. You guys are awesome. Heather. Hi Allison. Thank you. Oh my gosh, love it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, anyways. So I've been playing around with this UV paint that I made, and it's chameleon. So I'm going to make this, oops, don't touch it. I'm going to do this dragon's eye pumpkin here, and hopefully it will turn out. It might not be as vivid as what I'm hoping, just because the bubbles kind of dilute the visual a little bit, but I'm going to try to make them a little bigger, and I'll show you guys how to make them, and a little bit of troubleshooting. We'll do that together, but there's what I want it to look like. Like I said, maybe not that bright. And I'm looking for the pumpkin. Oh boy. It'll just be a couple minutes, guys. I promise I'm not going to be here for 10 years keeping you just waiting around. Only 5 years. Hi, Jewel. Hello. Oh, Anita, that's no worries. I didn't give you any kind of notice. I just jumped on here because I was going to do it anyways. And, I'm always like, okay, well, if I can make the video and get content for you guys at the same time, yeah, we're going to do that. So, I might be lazy. And I'm terrible at editing, so I use that live feature probably too much. Because I don't learn that way, but I'm going to learn. So what I'm going to do, actually, is take these gloves off for a while, because I don't need them yet. And they're hot. And turn off the UV light, because I don't need that yet either. Ooh, Cabela's. Oh my gosh. Cabela's, my husband used to build for Outback Steakhouse, and they're a concept, and that was probably my most favorite of that concept. Oh, or the favorite concept of that company. Oh, yum yum. Okay, fussy cut around this so that I can put back in the details. I tried to do it with 2 different colors of black, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to see it the way I want to. So, you guys know me. I'm going to trace, because that's how I roll. So, happy Sunday. I'm also doing this now because I'm not 100% positive if I'm going to be live on Wednesday. So it's going to be really hard for me to schedule things for a while, because I'm having lots of doctor's appointments, and my son's got a lot going on with school and FFA and trips out of town, and oh gosh, life is getting me, the adulting part. So I'm going to do what I can when I can, and I might save some to post on Wednesday so you guys can watch it. I'm trying to figure out how to post a pre-recorded thing and make it live so you guys can chat. Without me being there, I don't know if I can do it if I'm not in the chat. You know what I mean? So I'm still learning. I don't know how to do that yet, and if anybody does know how to do that, send me a message. If you are not part of our Facebook group, it's Creative Rock Art and Foil Techniques on Facebook. And head over there if you want to see future events. I hope sometimes I get them. Most of the time I get them posted beforehand. Sometimes I don't. But today I managed to put a little blip video in the group and make the video set up over here instead of just hitting live. So hopefully that was easier for you guys with a link. That is not straight. Yeah, I went down the lines a little bit yesterday, so I was going to do this last night and I couldn't get it together. Just kept getting distracted and my brain wasn't with it. So I'm trying to do it now. They're at target practice, so I am on it. Okay. Hi, Susan. I don't think I need, yeah, I'm going to pull it up just a little bit more. Just because I'm going to try to be light because these white marks do kind of stay behind. This is it's a waxy version of carbon or graphite paper. And I don't even know if graphite paper is the right word for white, but that's what it's listed under on Amazon. Graphite transfer paper. You usually can get the white and the black pack together with a little tool. It's like a dotting tool so that you can do this. I just like my picker, which I'm really sorry that I don't have them in my store. As you guys know, I kind of whittled down what I was keeping on hand here because the tariffs have really killed my side gig with the craft supplies. So other than stuff I make and things that I can get in bulk for a reasonable discount price, will not be readily available. But if enough of you show an interest and I can do like a buy-in or something, then I'll try that. Because there are certain things I can get that are in the US. Like I just found a pack of these the other day, 4 of them for a reasonable price. So I have 4 on hand if anybody needs one. Somebody asked me, I think it was Trina, you're probably not on. Trina asked me for this refill and it came with 4 of those. So if any of you need that, let me know too, because I have 4 of these and 4 little extra refills that came with it. I'm not putting them in the store yet because I'm not sure what I'm doing with the store. It's as you guys know, I've been doing a lot of off Etsy stuff. I'm just not excited with them right now. They're making it really hard. But it's probably because I'm an old dog, have trouble learning new tricks, you know. Also, fun stuff. There's going to be a new rock foiling for beginners, a rock foil kit with non-UV glue. Yay. You're not going to be able to do little detailed stuff like this, I'll tell you up front, because it is way too hard to do that with glue that has to dry 30 minutes in between little sections, you know what I mean? So like, if you wanted to do big sections, that would be a lot easier, that we're far enough apart. Like you could put glue here on these two, let it dry, put your foil here and here. That makes, you could do 2 at once, you know, and then wait a while, because even after you pull the foil off that, you need to, what I'm learning is you need to seal it, because any touching the foil kind of damages it. Let me find the pumpkin that I did. Here. So this is, isn't that cute? But you can still feel like it's a different type of glue, but it's the best one that I found with the best dry time, between 15 and 30 minutes. But if you do much with it afterwards, you can really damage it. The foil's very delicate on this glue, so you need to seal it with a regular varnish. I wouldn't recommend spray, not on this foil glue. So if you can, UV works great. UV top coat, UV resin. You don't have to seal it first or nothing. But in the kit, you're going to get 3. The first probably 10 kits are going to have 3 river rocks. They're going to be something kind of like this, you know, like this, big, medium, small sort of thing. And then after that, they're going to be coasties, which is this kind of thing. 2 to 3 inch coasties, maybe a river rock too, but there's going to be 2 or 3 of these in each kit, maybe 2 of these and 1 of these. I don't know yet. That part I'm not firm on. Anyway, so you're going to get traceables, and it's going to be a small batch. I haven't firmed up on what images I want, but it's going to be small batch of like things like this, just silhouettes, because these are the easiest things to do. Sorry, I was just doing different colors. I think I'm going to throw in a little page of Halloween stuff for now, just because it's close to Halloween. And this is for like I said, people who have the allergy to UV and don't want to mess around with gloves and PPE. And for like kids and beginners, you know what I mean? People, this very simple stuff like this, easy but great, beautiful outcome. Also, in the foiling kit, you're going to get some pre-made, they're like foam stickers, but they're cutouts. I'm going to have to go grab one so you guys can see it because it's way too awesome, but I'll finish this and then I'll go do that. They have like sectioned out I don't know if you guys have seen the foil fun kits, but it's like foil ready-made projects with foil, and each little section has its own little tab. So you pull off, like this section will be a sticker, put your foil down, and all this is covered up. It's so smart. And then put your foil down, then you pull up the next section, put your foil down, but it's like a sticker glue. I don't even know how, if they make that for like paint on, but you know how the back of a sticker is real sticky? It works really good with foil. So I'm not going to do in each one of these little sections because we're going to use the bubbles for that. I know I just keep chatty. Yes, Jax, you just brought up a good thing about Etsy. It's that's exactly my problem. Is they're saying, you guys are my long-time current customers, okay? And they're saying that they're bringing you to the game. And I'm just like, no, you're not. I'm bringing them to the game. They know my store. I don't know where they're getting off saying that I owe them like 14% commission for them bringing you in. Like it was their ad that brought you there. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just don't feel like that's accurate. So what's happening is if you guys see Etsy pop up and you happen to see something from my store pop up in your feed and you click on it, they're charging us for that, even if it's our own customer just taking a shortcut, you know what I mean? And that's not fair in my book, because yeah, they might have in a small roundabout way reminded you that you wanted to go shop, but you know, if it was a new customer, yes. Somebody who's never been in my store, yes, obviously, thank you, and I'd be happy to hand you the cash, Etsy, but no, you don't get to take credit for this stuff. So as much as I can do off there, I am doing off there, because I don't think that's fair, and that's just too much. I don't want to charge you guys an arm and a leg to have to cover that commission they're just taking without they didn't even ask, you know. They're just like, okay, we're going to pay ourselves this much and send out a notice saying a new and updated payment, whatever. They raise their fees all the time and we just have to either yes or leave. How fair is that? It's like they work for us. I don't think they remember that. We pay them to work for us. That's why what Etsy is. It's a big, huge mall. Okay, it's an online mall. You log in and you go to the mall and you're walking around digitally in the mall and you see different things and you're like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So they're hosting our stores. But I just don't feel like they should be able to just force it on us without us having an opportunity to say no. I mean, we can say no, but the option is we have to leave. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I guess it's just life and I don't understand all that. I'm not a business person. It just happened, you know, so I'm trying to be a business person and 5 years later it's kind of fallen apart. So thank you, Etsy. Oh, I hope I did all the eye parts that I wanted. So this part of the eye, this big part, that was my complaining. So Yeah, thanks. Oh, but Deborah, still, if you go to Etsy and type in my store, they take 14% of that because they brought you to my store. So if you don't have an Etsy link, please ask me. I'll give you one, like to my store. If you can go to like Google and type in Etsy, you know, my I think it's etsy.com/ the foiling rock lady or something like that. Then I think that's you finding your way there, but I still doubt it. They're probably still going to be like, yeah, I brought you here, so you guys see how cool that is. Yay. Hey, Jewel, if you can send me a message on Messenger, that would be great because I won't be able to go back through these comments. They're vast and I'll miss it. It's always best to message me on Messenger. I do check the messages on YouTube when they pop up, but it's not often. I'm sorry. Notifications are, they're hit and a miss with my phone. I don't know if it's my phone or some kind of setting I have, but I don't get a lot of notifications for things. And I miss a lot. I've tried going through Facebook and like redoing, you know, the notifications. YouTube sends me pretty solid notifications when I have a message. At least I see a bell up there. I don't need that outside one, I don't think. But we'll just matchy, right? I think I'm going to do gold around it, all the way around it. So I think I should do that before, right? It'll give us the sections. I don't know. So I think I'm going to have to make a gold. I don't think I have a gold. Oh no. But that will just take a hot second. You guys, I don't know if I told you, but I got some really cool new pigments in. You probably know that because I've been like freaking out about it for a while. I do need this part in here. They're gorgeous. And this particular 6 right here, they're amazing. And this is actually in a watercolor base. And I think that's where they shine the most. Like, they just look the most beautiful that way. They are granulating, so there's a bit of a stain under them. I don't know if you can see, like this limey green color is a stain, and then there's like a bluey green. It's not a glitter, but it's a bigger particle, beautiful pigment. But I'm thinking about adding a little more color to it so that they're not so transparent when you use them, because you'll have to also, because they're big, they wet up like glitter does. So even though they're not technically glitter, they're glitter-like. So when you, well, you know, I'm just going to show you. I'm playing with the different, you know, recipes and stuff, trying to get them to the best consistency. But like, this is my tester palette. So like this one right here, can you see how glittery it is? This one, that one, that one, that one. Those take a lot of water to activate. So like, I would fully saturate it. This is going to be where you're going to want to pick up some watercolor reactivator in the store if you buy stuff like this from me, because you'll notice that it gets harder and harder every time you use it. Like the surface gets harder. So what I like to do is just poke my, I know it looks like you're just gonna kill it, but poke my thing. If you're impatient like me, poke a tool or something in there and stir it up and get it all ready to go. So then it becomes like a gouache, sort of, right? So basically gouache is wet watercolor, creamy wet watercolor. So then you've got like that, okay? Then you can just paint at will with it. You can either use it straight up like that, which is amazing, about like what this is. It's a little thicker than what this is. Or you can put it in a palette and add some of this to it so it has some, make sure that it has grip is what that's about, that the water didn't dilute the gums in it so that it still sticks to your surface. But just absolutely gorgeous. it's very beautiful. So I don't know. Do you guys want me to leave it alone just like that? Or do you want me to color, you know, make it less invisible. Not invisible, transparent. Whoa, the words. I stabbed a paint. Ha! Hulk smash. Hi, Katie. I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't wait no more. I had to do it. I had to go. No, I'm sorry. I asked her earlier, when you have time today, will you call me? I need to run something by you. And then I just didn't make myself available. I'm sorry, friend. But look! I mean, please, don't be mad. Yep, these new colors that we got, I'm trying to come up with. I think I'm actually going to offer them to you guys as you get to pick. Do you want it in a shimmer shot? Do you want it in a watercolor? Do you want it in a this? How do you want yours? I also have new jars. Awesome jars, and as long as I can keep getting these, I think I'm going to put anything you have to stir in the jar. So I put, this is from the satin ones. It's one of the ones that separates quite severe. Where'd my other one go? Anyways, it separates quite a bit, but this is a cool contraption. It has an insert that keeps it all in there, right? It's also going to have a seal here, and then this insert will be upside down during shipping. When you get it, take off the seal and turn it around, and then it keeps your contents where it's supposed to be. But being in this jar, same amount, 10 ml is what it holds. You can just stir it like that. You know, you don't have to pop the top off, pop the plug out, stir it with a long stick, and then, you know, go. You have to stir paint. You know, some paints you have to stir every time. So they're worth it though. The satin shots is a great alternative to these UV paints. And I think I can do almost anything in them that I can here except for chameleon. They don't hold up in that kind of paint. It needs to be a solvent style paint, either UV or like nail polish stinky stuff, you know. The regular nail polish that doesn't use UV light. I can make it with that if you need that kind. I don't like to because I don't like the smell. But if I don't get going, this ain't gonna get done. So I'm gonna quit yapping. Sorry. I get so excited about new things. Oh, I was talking to you about the kit. And then we got off on Etsy. So this kit is not like a one and done thing. This kit that I'm talking about is going to be in the store. Hopefully ready for you whenever you need to grab a gift for someone, you want to introduce someone to foil painting but aren't sure about UV, you know, rock foiling, foil painting, same difference, right? And it's going to be affordable. So it's $35. Now, the reason I say it's going to be in the store, okay, that I don't know if I'm going to stay on Etsy, but if it's on Etsy and it's in the store, then, you know, there's that commission thing that really kicks the income out the door. So I think I'm going to put it in there, but $35 is what I need to make. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. Like, I got to business that and see what that needs to be. You guys get a discount though. So 35 plus your discount. Should be 7 off, right? Something like that. Group discount, 20% off of my stuff. Which, Phyllis, I think I owe you a little refund. I forgot that. Phyllis, pre-sold one. You can do that too. If you are wanting one of the original 10 rock foil kits, let me know and I will. You can pre-sell it now. So you can get the first ones. And then the second batch, like I said, will probably be with a different stone. The white ones. I think they're better for Christmas, those white ones actually. So, but you'll be able to pick, like if you want to customize anything, I'm always up for that. Like if you have something different you want in a kit that I can do, yes, we can do that. We can do anything. We can do anything. Okay, I think I could figure it out from here. So I want to I wasn't sure where I wanted to start it. I think I want to start with everything but the eye, because I want that to be on top. So if I do any bubbles that go over, you know, I don't want them to interfere. Are you talking about this one, Jewel? It's pretty, huh? You know, I might use those. Let me see. Do I have them out here? Light green, blue, blue, dark green. These two, yeah. See what they look like in. They all look, like I said, they shine best in watercolor. Amazing. There's no comparison. Like, they're even chameleon. They do have a shift, but it's like hard to see on the thing. It's a very small shift, but like here you can see orange, pink, and red. Pink has like a gold and a, I don't know. This one's a blue, purple, like lighter blue, green. This one's like a green, green, darker green, and a blue. And that one you can't hardly see, but it's a blue and then a green. Anyways, gloves on. Get the gloves on. Hello, Phyllis. Okay, is the cat on your keyboard again? XHNIPT. That's too cute. What's your kitty's name? I forgot. Okay, so how I'm going to do this is with liner brushes, the disposable eyeliner brushes, because I want to do little bits. And with this, you need very small amounts of stuff. So I also want it to be bright and vivid though. So I wonder if I ought to do an underpaint. I know it shows up great on color, but like, let me show you guys an example here. So this is that dark green color on this swatch. It's this one right here. That's UV. I don't want to put it on there. Sorry. Anyways, so on the rock, you can see how it's like, this rock is pretty dark when it's wet. You see how it's there, but it's not like kapow green in your face. So I'm wanting to do like, but this takes a long time to dry to where that would work with it. But regular, like a Posca would dry super fast. So I'm wondering, let's test the theory here and see. Or you know what, these Sharpies are pretty cool. Let me try here, see what that looks like with it on top. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I don't know. But we learn together. That's what painting along is. And it doesn't have to be even or anything because, you know, it's dragon skin. We're going to want it to be different colors in different places. I'm going to dry this with the dryer. And then I got to cure that real quick so I don't put my fingers in it. Pop on, pop on. I got my big box set up over here, the Melody Susie one. If you guys are looking for a unit, Melody Susie black big one with a removable base is really nice. It's like a kind of a big rectangle. I might be able to show you guys. Yeah, I can. It's cooking right now, but it's this big old bad boy. And then in here, this thing comes in and out, or you can take it all the way out. So it's pretty big. I like this one because it's not the little bitty baby lights. It's two big, like, fluorescent lights in there, which is terrible for me. Or actually, they're on the sides and on the top. I'll have to show you guys this. It's crazy. So I'm going to turn it off so I can show you. It's already cured anyways. See that? They don't mess around. That's what I'm talking about right there. There's 4 of them. It's some serious curing that goes on in there. So, yeah. Okay, this is the workable space. Okay, that's not huge because this back here is all big old electric stuff it takes to power this thing. But this is like a mirror also, and that mirror really helps bounce it around. So you can just do like, turn your rock around. It's not very tall though, so you can lift it up. Like, you know, put this on something, you know, lift it above like your space and then still turn it on and it'll still cure down there. It's better if you use like aluminum foil or something that will reflect the light to cure it on the sides, because that is an issue, getting the sides cured. But if you can cure the top really, really well, you can just pop it out in the sun to cure the sides. Why is this not going back in there? Okay. That's a cool one. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Phyllis's cat. Too funny. It's Sadie. Okay. Anywho, so now I was going to try dark green on. I know the light green will probably show up on there. I'll do dark green here. Yeah, see, it kind of gets lost a little bit. Darn it. All right, so let's see what the... This is the bright green. That might be one that's... No, that's green, blue. Wrong one. Sunny. Hold, please. Where is it? I don't know what I did with it. Where's the green? Okay, weird. It's like the lime green color, you know? Maybe it's in one of my... I used it the other day and it was in a bottle. I'm positive of that. So, oh well. Let's look at this dark... Oh, we looked at that one. So let's look at the green blue. Same thing. You can't really see it. Darn it. So, and this one on here, you can see a bit of the shimmer. Dark magenta, dark green. Or maybe that is it. That is it. See, I'm just being silly. Let's see. This one shows up kind of better on the... That's the color of it there on the rock. So maybe we'll use this one for the green and then some of the shimmer on top of it. That'll probably get it nice and shimmery. Cure all that. And my finger. Keep some alcohol on hand when you're working with UV stuff, guys. For sure. Yeah, black's down first, Jewel. I'm trying to see, they still don't show up that well, even on black, once I put the bubbles on top of them. This was black, so we'll see. I'm sure it'll probably be beautiful. I'm probably just worrying about nothing. All right, let's get this party started. So I'm going to use magenta and deep blue and green and dark cherry, dark green. Where is... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Galaxy, there it is. 6. I'm going to use these 6. Okay, I'm going to start up here with the dark cherry. I'm actually going to get a couple little palettes over here. No, these are neither. These are UV paint. they are, you have to cure them. They're, you know, like UV resin based. No, I can't pick them up. Yes, that's my light. I don't need them all three at once. Jeez, what's the deal there, Wanda? Come on. Okay, okay, so dark cherry. Hi, hi, Lori. Hello. Oh, that's better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Start here with this one. I'm going to do this little section in the back here, and I'll probably be using my little light. No, I won't, because I want to put the dragon skin on it. So this is going to be a Hail Mary kind of situation. Kind of seat. Oh my gosh. Okay. So where the white is probably going to be gold, except for around the eye, I guess. Maybe not gold. I don't know. Maybe I'll come in with black. Probably black would be better. See, it's, even though it's there, it's just not, for some reason. When I get the bubbles on it, I feel like it's gonna disappear. I don't think that is mixed all the way. No, there, that's better. And it has to be the thinnest, you know, that you can get, so that it cures. Otherwise it won't cure either. Okay, try that again. Take this one off. It's too clear. Right. Oh, big difference. Okay. Make sure that your stuff is really mixed and stirred. Okay, so the dark cherry is going to be back there, and then a little bit in this section here, right here. Don't leave your light on, otherwise you'll cure your stuff. It's all gelling. And just like, let's see, actually, a little bit down in here. Fun. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. So I'm going to do like this side and then the other side, because we're going to be putting bubbles on top of it. Don't cure it, because you're gonna, it has to be wet when you put the bubbles on it. But I'm going to be mixing colors right here. So this is the dimension. I actually, these are by color, so I should pull up my color sheet, which I don't have in front of me, so sorry. I'll do that in a bit. And they blend, you know, seamlessly, really. I should have left that out there, though. Dun, dun, dun. This is a nail polish brush. So make sure that you have an allocated set if you're going to do that with your brushes, because they kind of aren't really the same after you use them in UV. Not really. Then I'm going to use deep blue. Down here. So we're working with chameleons, simulating a chameleon look with a chameleon. It's going to be amazing, right? So you're going to get like all crazy kinds of shifting. Look at that. It's so cool already. Woohoo! And then blue, just made for this. So yay. It's going to be down here, which I know they look similar because they're flat, but when they shift different. Okay, and then I need the green in the middle. Yes, yes, yes. I need some yellow. That's where I forgot to make up the gold. Oh man, I'm gonna have to mix up the gold. It's okay, it doesn't take long. Oh, that's fun. All right, really fast. I'm gonna mix up some gold. Thanks, Jen. Hi, Jen. All right, open up here, you little thingy. I'm just gonna mix it up on the sheet here, because I gotta get out of my fan for a second. Hang on, it's gonna blow everywhere. I'll be right back. I'm right here, just not mixing right there until the powder's mixed thoroughly. Stay here, please. That's good. All right, mix the rest of it over here. Only thing is, when you mix it, it has bubbles in it for a little while, so it takes a little bit for those to go away. So hopefully that doesn't show. All right, so we need a little bit of gold, like here. nice. Okay, I'm going to cure this. Hopefully it's not too thick. It might be. No, I'm not going to cure it. I'm bubbling it. Okay, so to do the bubbles, you get a little bit of dish soap. I use Dawn, regular Dawn, nothing special, not the Dawn spray wash or nothing like that. It has to give you some good bubbles. And put it with a little bit of water in like a Dixie cup or some kind of cup. Get a straw, a long one, because you don't accidentally drink it. See how much water is down there? Just a very little bit, because you're making bubbles. You need lots of bubbles. So the idea is, since this is such a small thing, you don't want them super small, because I think this is even too small, but you know, that's what we're going to work with probably. I forgot my spoon. You kind of need a spoon to get them out of there, so I'm probably just going to use a flat brush or something. And then you don't want to touch this. You just let the bubbles sit on top of it. This is not out of the way enough. So you need to have a clear space to your light to cure it. All your UV stuff needs to be kind of like not in the way of the light, so it doesn't cure your tools, you know. I'm out of room. Okay, so then once you get it in there, you can either twirl it, which makes really small ones, or you blow. Can you see down there? Flash on. Okay. See how they get real big? So you want to stir. Break them up a bit, but it gets real foamy, so there's a point where you go too far, which I think I did. And you don't want to just drop water on that either, so they have to be sort of the drier bubbles. Okay, this is a good combination, I think, like right here. You don't want too big, because then it'll just be one big blank spot. So find your friendly bubbles that you want to put on there. Scoop them out. Make sure it's touching everything. All the paint that you want to be bubbled. That you want to have this texture, right? Remember, don't touch your brush to it because it's wet. You don't want to. Okay, then you put it directly in the light as fast as you can. Get it in there before the bubbles pop. And then cure it for a few seconds, probably 30, but... Oh, come on, power. Okay, there we go. So while that is cooking, we're going to leave this over here for a bit. Get my tools back. Oops, I almost dropped that on everything. Paint over here. Like talking to myself. I'm an unorganized person. You guys know that. There it is. The eye, which I don't know, I think I started to say it and got distracted, but the eyeball, actual eyeball, is going to be the moody paint. Yes, it's going to be mood changing. Alright, so once it's cured, you can either wipe it off with a paper towel or take a brush very gently. Just getting the bubbles. Oh my god, it turned out way better than I could have hoped for. Look. It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So if you need this paint, let me know. It has to be in a PM. It's not going to go through Etsy, so. Isn't that pretty? This is fun. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, let's keep going with colors here. I'm sort of trying to go, I know they're not as bright as this, but I'm kind of trying to go in this kind of a pattern, like with the colors, sort of. Still not as bright, but it's still cool nonetheless. All right. Let's get back up there. This is the, what is that? It's this one. I'm going to be doing these with builder gel, and so I'm going to mix some of the color into the builder gel so it'll have some color to it. Hey Phyllis. Yeah, unfortunately, you can only do that with UV. I'm sorry. I know. I'm gonna have to stir this one. Stinker. Or put a ball. Some of mine don't have balls in them. Yeah, that's better. Hi, Yvonne. Okay, and the blue. I'm gonna grab some Galaxy. I need 2 more hands. Galaxy is so much fun. green. Light green. Where'd it go? Light green. And if you have leftovers, you can always grab some rocks and, you know, do just base coat them with your cams. Obviously, rubbing it on either as a metallic or doing watercolor is way more vivid, but this effect you can't get when you do it that way. And what do I want there? I'll do galaxy down here. There's a little bit of a resist, but I lost it over on this one, so I'll probably lose it on this one too. The wax transfer from the tracing paper kind of is a semi-resist, so it's pretty cool. Okay, let's get the bubbles on there. Whoopsie, I think I lost some of my... Bubbles, bubbles, more bubbles. "14 hands later." Okay, let's get this on here. So Remember, don't touch it with your brush. Just put your bubbles on. And try not to get the heavy ones, you know, at the bottom. Try to get the lighter ones from the top. The heavier they are, the more water they have in them. And then you'll get this weird white kind of fogging if there's too much water. Okay. And then cure it before they pop. Cure, cure, cure. Do your magic. Come on, magic. Oops, I missed a part. Oh no, when it's curing. Oh well. Shoot. Maybe if I put top coat there. Silly me. Hi, Lisa. Yeah. I'm using the UV paint. It's the Extreme Shifties in a UV base. It's these. Cute. Alright, let's check it. Okay, this part I forgot, so I'm gonna see if I can do a little oopsie here and see if I can get the bubbles on it. Right, some bubbles. I think there's enough left in here. You just grab them. Okay, cure, cure. At least 30 seconds probably. Oopsie. And don't drop your brushes in your stuff. So we're gonna have some leftover. Do I have any base coated rocks? Of course I don't. That's okay. Because I have some beauties from Deborah. Thank you. And we'll just use this stuff up on this. Oh, so gorgeous, isn't it? There's not much left there, so just make it work. And green. Come on, scoot in there. cure that little paper too. All right, let's see. Put some green down here. Magenta. They really shine on these curved surfaces, don't they? It's just because it shows all the shifting. Oh yeah. I just don't want to get it too heavy because it won't cure. So I'm mainly telling myself so to quit applying too much. And we'll do blue down here. Or no, I want galaxy, galaxy, galaxy. Where to put it? Come on. All right, and then I'll cure that. Just do it out. Do it in. And we're going to have a little cleanup here for a minute. I think I want to use that, so I'm trying not to ruin everything. Oh, so pretty, you guys. I'm not digging the white chalk under there, but let me see if I can. I'm going to try to have to find a way to cover. I think I have black. I made some black UV. Here we go. Actually, I should probably do that. No, I'm going to do the black first and find my lines. This is UV black. It's my black, but in a UV formula. I'm going to grab a long liner brush. Like a really, really long one. Really crazy long one. More like a script probably, but it's going to be fun to do over the bubbles. And you don't want to top coat after you do bubbles because they just disappear. Basically, it's like taking the facets off a gemstone, right? So when you do it, they're done after you cure them. So you got to make sure it's 100% cured when you're done with it so that it's not sticky. I think that will work to get rid of my chalk lines and bring back my pumpkin lines. Oops. Cool thing about UV, usually you can clean it up real easy before you cure it. So hopefully I'll be able to take that off here with a little precision tipped swab and some alcohol. Maybe we won't even need the alcohol. Oop. Ah. Okay, didn't even need the alcohol yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to cure this with my little light as I go, because I can see it's going to probably try to bleed a little. It's weird. Why are you doing that? What do you guys think? Is it crazy? You think it's going to turn out? Oh, I forgot to do the stem, darn it. They're not bubbles. You know, I'll probably just do it with my polish bottle here. Put that back in there. Now that's a pretty base coated rock for some beautiful word or something, right? What do you think we should do with it? I want to know. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not good. Let's see. Ooh, I need to work on my black. Oh, it's probably not stirred. That's probably what's up. You guys are wondering what I'm doing, huh? It'll all be clear in a jiff. Okay, put that back in there. We'll work on that as we go. And this has some these. cure that one real quick. Phyllis, thank you. I can't grab my shakers. I love you. Thank you, Phyllis, so much. Woohoo! Ding, 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 ding. Where's my goat? See, I moved everything out of the way. I'm sorry. I'm fired. Here, goat, goat. Where'd you go? Oh, I see my bell. Ha! Woohoo! Thank you, Phyllis. Yeehaw! Thank you, thank you. Awesome sauce. Alright, so I'm trying to put back the little pumpkin sections, but what I should have done was done each section separately and then cured. And then, you know, but you know me, I'm not very patient. So, this is what we get. I think I got off with my section here. Alcohol. Cool. All right. Gently, girl. It's hard getting over the bubble bumps because I'm trying to get in them without it pooling out. All right, I'm going to cure that a little bit. So does Amazon for very cheap. Lori, thank you. You guys are too sweet. Thank you. Woohoo! I love y'all. Thank you. I know it's not as bright as this one, which I think I want to do a second one, maybe with acrylics and faux it, but I love this. I love it. Amazon's a little less expensive than the beauty stores, too. Or even Walmart.com is for those types of things. They're in my store, too, so, but I think they're still there. If you guys hear kids screaming, it's the next door neighbor. There's 2 special needs kids over there. And they are the most adorable, but they love to scream. like they're in trouble. Like, not getting in trouble, but like something's wrong. It's, yeah, kind of scary sometimes because you really don't know. Is something wrong or are you okay? My son was just the opposite. He was nonverbal. Now I can't get him to be quiet. Okay, I'm gonna pop that in there for a minute. Oh, what's in there? Oh, that's right. I'm gonna let this one cure. Yep, I've used sanding sticks too. I used to have those in the store too. They may still be there. I'm not sure what's left in there because when we got hit with tariffs, I kind of slowed down the craft supply stuff. I was just using it the other. Oh, there it is. I used like these ones. This is what I sell in the store if they're still there. They are awesome. Wrong side. Oh well. It'll have two sides. It'll be a heavy B. The baby got back. It's kind of hard to do with a floppy brush, but not the worst, not the best, but I'm no calligrapher for sure. Faux lettering, maybe a little. Not bad. Not the worst, but it's cute, huh? It came out okay. Thank you, Jen. I wasn't sure what was left in there. Lolo. Hi, Amy. Right, coming down this side. That was thick. Oopsie. Try it again. There's some bigger bubbles over here. It's okay. Maybe I'll just thicken up this side a bit. I said it'd be easier if you do section by section than just glop it on like I did. But we're live, and section by section would have taken 2 hours more. And I'm way off of this thing's supposed to be way over here. That's right. I'm going to cure this a little bit right here. So for the eye, I want to use some builder gel because I want those pieces to stick out more, build them up, so it's 3D-ish. Hey Jen, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see wooden sticks in the tools section? The wooden swabs? Now I'm curious. So if I have some, I'm going out there to grab them. I need to go shopping in my store. I usually buy them 10,000 at a time, so yeah, that's a lot, right? If I can find it, I almost had it worked out, but I'm trying to carry the liquid crystal. Yup. We need another person in our country that sells it besides one company. That's ridiculous. So I'm trying to be that company. It was frustrating. There's no healthy competition. I don't like that. It's a monopoly, man. So I'm trying to work on carrying it too. Well, that's kind of cute, just even like that already, huh? Hi, Janine. Yep, these are in the store too. I don't know if I have them in there singly at the moment, but they can be. They have 12 LED lights here, and they're push button. Very easy. They take 3 AAA batteries. Foiling. I just recently started carrying a new foil. I haven't put it in the store yet, but it will be there soon. That is super thin, and you can cure it in any light. So this is a plus. It was before with the foil on rocks because they're cold, that it would shock the glue sometimes if the temperatures were too far apart or if the humidity was wrong, and it would do this weird, strange wrinkling thing that wasn't good because it wasn't curing at all. So when you would try to do a very detailed foil, you wouldn't get a very nice transfer. It would be very bumpy and ugly and look like old wrinkly skin, you know? So I've been looking and looking and looking and looking and finally think I found one. But I know oh my gosh, as soon as I go in big, I did buy enough to do like, I don't know, 20 or 30 pieces so you guys can try it. But if I decide, yeah, and do a big buy-in, watch, this company won't keep selling it. That's the problem. You can never find the same companies to keep selling this stuff. So my stuff's always rotating. Like, okay, I have that color this year, but not next year, you know. I just cleaned it. You dirty, dirty dog. It's me. I'm scattered. ADD, guys, ADD. I like that. That's pretty. All right, come back out here. So, let's see. Do the because I put my brush in black. We'll just go ahead and do this part first. I think I might do it in, I might have to do it in acrylic first because there's like a wax. It's almost like a relief, so it's giving us a little bit of a resist. Okay, brush down. Pull your patience hat out. Hopefully my black's not staining. Oh, good. Whew. That was close. Okay, I'm going to change my mind here and use acrylic first. Maybe. I'll get the UV off. Took some of the black too, darn it. Alright, what pen? Posca maybe? Yeah. Posca. These aren't the final lines, but I'll put it back in black. I know I put it in white. It was there in black, but I needed to have some identifying lines that I could see good. No, the little 12 LED light doesn't really cure the UV resin because it takes like 5 minutes or so to cure, so you'd really run out of battery. I mean, I suppose it could, but it's more, if you want to do that, you can like spot cure the resin and then pop it out in the sun to finish its curing, you know. But no, it's just really like an aid to UV. It doesn't work on long cure items. Unless you can use the nail polish resins like top coat, that's if you use that in a little section. But if you're talking about something like a formed thing, like builder gel would be good, a UV builder gel, which I'm going to be offering soon too. They're going to come in these little cool little pots. Alright, I think the rest of this is kind of per little scale or something. It's not very straight. Oh well. I'm going to have to probably do that a little blacker anyways because in that circle is where the awesome moody paint is going to go. These little scales I'm going to use builder gel on. And that I won't be able to get under, so I'm just going to have to, wing it. I have to try to figure out where they are. You know, I'm not good with stuff like that. I'm all, you know, like y'all know me. You know me, right? You're my peeps. Scary thought. There is, I don't have any right now, but there's a sculpting builder gel where you can use it like a putty or clay, kind of, sculpting clay. It's clear, and you can just roll it in your fingers and then sculpt it out with one of these dealy bobbers to really do whatever you want it to do. It just takes time to cure. But you can make all kinds of fun little creatures and shapes and things. This one here kind of got squished, but there's a long, like a long flowy one here. Marking out my little bulbous things where I'm gonna draw them, or sorry, builder gel them in there. So it's going to be a process where we build up one, cure it, build up the next one, cure it, so that they have their individual 3D, you know, so they look like actual scales. I'm hoping, because sometimes I'm not fast enough and the builder gel just self-levels around, so we'll see how it's gonna go. I also need to get some white in there at some point, because there's gonna be, no, I guess there isn't any white. I guess I just need to UV paint it. Maybe we should do that base coat in there. I cured it. Yep. Oh, Jen, thank you, sweetheart. You guys are way so good to me. Thank you. Woohoo! Right on. Thank you. You know how to make a girl feel good. Thank you. Thank you. There's something wrong here. I'm just going to put it out there farther than it goes a little bit. All right. Chill, baby, chill. Where'd you put it? Builder gel. If I were a builder gel, where would I go? Right there. You like that? It was me. The stuff is really sticky and it has an inhibition layer. Ooh, how to get that there. So it stays sticky after you cure it. So either remove it with alcohol or leave it and top coat it. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm not sure. I definitely need a smaller stick. But I'm just trying to scoop this out of here so it's not nasty. All right, here we go. My lint-free wipes are lost in space or something. I ordered another big bundle of them, and they've been out on delivery for 4 days now. I don't know what that means. Come back, wherever you went. Where'd you go? Here. Alright, so I'm going to grab my bigger UV light. I'm going to find one with the batteries are good in. Not that one. I'm going to grab the spaceship. Which has my medicine sitting on top of it, so pardon me. I'm like, what is that even? Okay, that one should work. Gotta be careful with the lights and your product, so. Okay, I'm gonna grab a glop, whatever, maybe. Alright. See it on the tip there? It's self-level, so I'm giving it a minute to do its thing. I'm gonna start with the biggest one out here. Gonna have to really be in portions, and this thing is getting cut off right now. It gets into my stuff, so those handles are, unless you're using it for like urine detection or something, these UV lights, just in the way, it just gets in your business. So I'm kind of sculpting it like, now it's bigger than it is, but I'm trying to give it a little bit of lift so that I can cover up these scales over here that I made with the bubbles. There we go. I think we're getting there. This is going to be a long one. I won't be offended at all if y'all have to go and do your dinner and whatever you're doing on your Sunday. And it will be here for you on the replay. Alright, the next biggest one is right here in the middle. And I think I've made up my mind. These I'm going to use actual powder on. That way they really stand out there. I think I have my sticks somewhere. You guys had them in the dragon kit before. Those beautiful chrome chameleon powder stick. I'm going to try to find that and use it. Like, I'm not curing this all the way because this is the stuff that takes like 3 minutes to cure. So what I do is I do it and then I cure it all again at the end. Next one. So then these down here kind of overlap it, but I don't want them to go together, so like it just did, darn it. Well, maybe it won't all the way. I think I might change to a brush here in a minute. It's not wanting to come off on my stick. But the eyeliner brushes, before you rinse them to get the sizing out of them, are pretty pointy, so they work pretty good for this kind of thing. And they're disposable. Okay. Come on, it's gotta work. I can picture it in my head, but what are you gonna do with them, Jen? Your Santorini. You better paint some rocks, girl. In your last kit, you guys, the bracelets that were in there, those are handmade jewelry by Jennifer White. Thank you. So I'm trying, I know you can't see under here, I'm trying to form it and cure it at the same time because they're kind of just pulling together a little bit. So I was just trying to scrape a little between here so it had a little bit of a separation. I don't know, it's not looking as great as I wanted it to. Jen. You guys, I know they are, but like I was contemplating doing my shower with them. That's mainly why they cut them around here. Like if you find cut ones ready made around here, it's usually for, you know, interior or yard, lawn, pretty stuff. It's really big. Here we go again. It's going to be interesting. If you cure it on your tools, if they're metal, you can just use your buffers to scrape it off. Oh, I used the wrong one, darn it. I'm trying to keep this one for cleaning in between them. Darn, double darn. Also keep your alcohol handy. I know I said that before, but it is. Yay, Janine. So you got the Halloween kit, right? Was that what it was? Or what did we give you? I can't remember. I did it again. Ooh, somebody needs to smack me. See, I need management. Management. Katie, come back. I think she's actually going to be here tomorrow. Woohoo. Oops, I left the light on. This is not... What's the name of that hotel? We'll leave the light on. It ain't that place. Alright, I give up. Here we go. We're just going to do it. I get impatient. Yeah, I definitely think that the putty stuff would probably be better for this, but I'm slowly getting there. Can you guys see the scales coming together there up here? Slowly. It's kind of like you have to make them, cure them, and then move around a little bit, because if you put them next to each other while they're too soft, they just kind of gel together. So this one, we'll put one right here. And they gelled. Ugh. Stay. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's working. I'm having to build them up. Builder gel, build up the layer. Sorry, I got behind. Hey, thanks, Phyllis. Ah, right on. Yay! Janine, you got the 8 colors. Those, I love those. We tried really carefully to make them different than what's already in the line, but yet, you know, colors that were complementary to the theme we were going with for Halloween, which was like pastel neon-y, kind of muted, fun, pretty stuff. Thank you, Anita, Anita picked the color palette and then gave you guys, Anita, Katie, and I both submitted a palette, and then we let y'all vote on it. So thank you, Anita, for that one, and then thank you all for voting on it, and thank you, Janine, for helping name it. That's teamwork, if I do say so myself, because I am like tapped out in my brain bean on what to name things. I have over, I think at this time we're like on 600 or so products that they're not all active in the store right now, but we've had more than 600 names of things. Dang, that's a lot, huh? Thank you, guys. I don't remember the actual creation day, but I know we're 5 years in. I need to create a day so we have an anniversary. What do you guys think we should? Does anybody know my creation day? I don't know. Who was there with me? Oh my goodness. I didn't know that it would go and, you know, be so beautiful and long and so, I don't want to say successful because I mean, it is successful, but I just, you know, you never know what a thing's going to do when you go into it. Like I didn't start the group, but I took over the group when it was under 200 people. And I never saw this. And I just love y'all. I'm getting all mushy. Uh-oh, emo. That's what my son called me. I'm like, uh-oh, menopause. 2 different things. Give me a break, man. Uh-oh, it's menopause instead of uh-oh, it's magic. Oh, wow, Jen. Yeah, that was, I want to say 20. So, yeah, 5 years ago. Thank you, Jen. You've been here forever. Love it. Yep, Allison, too. You guys, awesome sauce. I need to go investigate, like our true group date. I have no idea. Because I was recruited into the group when it was like less than 100 people from the lady who opened the group. I don't remember her last name, but it was Deneen something. I know that's terrible. Sorry. I have a horrible memory. She wasn't there for long, so. Deneen, what was her last name? This might be cooler than actually what I think it is. You know, you got to go through the trust me phase with things, right? It's okay, it's gonna work. Don't judge your work until it's done. You got to go through that, and we're in the ugly stage right now. But look, it's working out, huh? Just time consuming and patience that me don't have. I don't have that. And I kind of figured it out. It took me a minute to get my rhythm. Emotional menopausal oddity. I love it. That's me to a T. I really, really was under the impression that once you got through like perimenopause and stopped having your cycle as a woman, sorry men if you're listening or watching, that all that bananas stuff was done. You know, I really thought, okay, the hot flashes are going to settle down and I'm going to be less crazy. It's kind of like when before you have a baby, they say 9 months, right? So in your brain, you're like, okay, 9 months will be done. Well, when you go in there, they say it's 40 weeks. And I'm like, okay, I understand 40 weeks, but that doesn't mean that's 10 months. That's 9 full months. Why do you say 9 months? Because nobody would do it in their right mind if you said 10 months. There's something about 9 and 10, right? Let's see, I gotta build up. This one here is kind of weird. That's it, I'm getting some of the putty. I had some before, and then, you know, I have the UV allergy, and they always show you rolling it between your fingers, but you really need to wear gloves. And so I gotta find some, I guess, tighter gloves. These are tight, though, on my hands, but not on my fingers. I guess they're not tight, but it depends on what day of the week it is. If I'm swollen or not. They have these little bitty scales right here around the eye, and I'm trying to shape them in there so they don't look so weird, but it might work. I hope when I get the because some months have 5 weeks, right? That don't make sense to me either, because it has like a couple, like it's 29, 30, or 31, and 1 month every 4 years has 28 days. So how is it an additional week in a month? Tell me that. I know it's about the Friday or whatever, the payday, but I don't know. You don't get a whole extra week off. You end up with a weekend, right? No, not a whole week. Week my buns. Their math ain't sound. Somebody figured we're not going to confuse the little people, so we don't want to hurt their brain, and they decided to just call it a week, and it's actually 1 or 2 days extra, right? In a month. Who even made the calendars? That's just weird too. Leap. There had to be a better way to do that, right? Anybody think of a better way to do calendars? Aztecs, didn't they have a pretty good round one or something? Ah. Obviously, you don't want me in charge of things. Gotta start over. That one was kind of weird. Wanda's got some weird ideas in there. It was aliens. It was all aliens. When weird things happen, my husband's like, "What do you think? It's an alien?" Because he knows I'm crazy. He laughs. when the first time we ever saw like a satellite launch or whatever, which we didn't know that's what it was. We were driving across the country and we were somewhere in the middle of like New Mexico. And it was a nice clear night and we had pulled into this gas station. All of a sudden up in the sky you see this like trail of different light things. I swore we were being visited. I was tripping. I'm like, oh my gosh. This was way, way back, like pre Elon Musk days. So yeah, they said we launched, it wasn't even a satellite. They did some test out over the Pacific and we were in New Mexico and we could see it light as day. It was crazy looking. Maybe Elon Musk was doing satellites, but he wasn't all like, you know, vice president. No, you know what I mean. I thought it was a UFO, yes. But I'm gullible. It doesn't take much to make me believe little things. I mean, honestly, think about it. How big is our universe? It's not the only one I hear. Like, our galaxy is, just our galaxy alone is one in bazillions. Why would we think we're the only ones out there? I mean, why? What conceited notion is that? We can't be the only living human communicating things. I think we are not advanced. Like in as the okay, think about, what did my son say? Why would we talk to an ant? Right? You can't talk to ants. They can't communicate with you. They have their own thing going, but we don't. I mean, we kind of understand it because we studied them a little, but we don't really. So why would any advanced civilization talk to us? We're nothing. We're a marble in their play box, you know? We might be. You never know. Men in Black, you know? Think about it. The little marble hung around the cat's neck. Or Ryan. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a flat earther. I'm just realistic. Are you asking me what the clear stuff is or the tool I'm using, Janine? Thanks, Jen. It's a builder gel, yep. It's a thick gel that you can kind of, it's good for apex building on nails, builder gel that way, but it works on art. So I use it that way. I don't use things the way they're usually intended because that's me. But there's a better product to do what I'm doing, and because I had this on hand, this is what I'm using. This is a little harder, and if you don't know how to manipulate stuff, it just kind of all runs together, so it's very tedious, as you see, and questionable result so far, but I love to be the guinea pig. I'll go first. This is a nail picker tool, and mine's bent by a boo-boo, but I like it. The bend is working in my favor. That's builder gel, sorry. See the little bend there? I like it, even though it's not supposed to be there. I was using it to open something the other day and bent it. I'm like, huh, now I know how she bent her tools. Anyways, this wax thing picks up rhinestones. Let me find one. It's super easy. See? Just picks up rhinestones or whatever you got. You just pick it and put it. Pick it and put it. Pretty cool, huh? It has tops that goes on it. And I used to carry these in my store. I do have 4 available right now, like I was telling them earlier. If you were looking for one, I know they're not readily available in the store because I hadn't been able to source them, but I do have some right now because I found 4 local U.S. I'm almost done with the top. At the bottom. Oh my gosh, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, I gotta eat dinner. I might have to do this in 2 goes. Maybe I'll come back in a little while and do a second part. What do you guys think? You want a break? How long have I been on even? I Oh, 2 hours and 12 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop and go eat. Make sure my guys ate. I'm sure they're tripping. Not that I feed everybody, but hopefully they ate. Hector, if you're watching, I hope you ate. I didn't realize it was so late. Hey, Allison, that's true. It was unidentified, and it was flying and an object. So it was a UFO, correct? Correct. Hey. That doesn't mean it was aliens. It's just a UFO. Was it terrestrial or extraterrestrial is the question. I'm just doing a little bitty one here, like a little brick scale. And then I'm going to do another one next to it on the eye line there. I lost one of my things over here. This one here seems to have disappeared into the others. When I finish the top, I'm going to break for a while. But I'm probably going to come back in and finish it tonight. So I will be live later. Doesn't mean you need to join. It will be on replay. It'll just be in 2 parts. Do you guys want me to make another announcement so you get notified? Or do you want to just catch the replay? Snack break. I know, I'm hungry too. I'm starving. I just got a couple more globbies to go, so then I'll put it in the big cooker while I'm eating. Okay, I gotta make this one bigger here. I think I'm liking it. It's working out. I'm getting through that scary, weird part. Ooh, I'm hot too. Oh. Aw. All right, I'll try to make sure that I make another part 2 announcement. I'll try to make that while I'm eating. I will be live again. You know, an event in the group, part 2. Yay, Deborah, thank you. Oh, come on. Okay, here. They're not going to be as pointy as the other, but I have to grab some more batteries too. these two mush together. Alright, I don't know if I can separate them, but maybe I could do build up this part and then build up the second part maybe. Kind of like a unicorn horn on this one where it has like 3 bumps on the whole end of it. Hurry, 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 hurry. Okay, I think that is going to do it for this portion of today's, no, I'm kidding, for this hour. I gotta go check in, see what I need to get done in there, and then I'll be back, and I'll leave some sort of communication somewhere. I gotta start this one over again too, and let y'all know when, where, you know, that kind of thing. That bit off. You are out of here. And I'm going to pop it in the cooker and give it a proper cure. But there it is so far. You can see how built up that is, but it's pretty darn cool. So the plan is that what I'm going to probably do too before I run in there is paint this with the mood paint so that it will be dry and I can do the top coat on it and get it secured before so I don't damage it with the light back and forth, you know. It needs to be top coated. Just going to cure this too. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. And yeah, go eat, drink, be merry. See you soon.